Welcome into another season of Glory Hunter. It's going to be a big season and it's going to be testing our depth big time. Kumar Chavan Rane and the very surprise inclusion of Udit into the India squad. Those numbers don't scream out selection, but India have seen some potential in him, just like with Chaban. Look how good Chaban turned out. Yeah, but even a depth issue. Obviously, we've got two reasonably good batsmen spare left over, but yeah, we're going to be tested a wee bit. I feel we've got to start the season well. We've got good quality players. We've got a few spinners in the team, so I'm hoping the conditions sort of play that you want to probably bowl first in these services if you can. But yeah, we want to perform well. Obviously, we want to get to the deeper parts of the tournament, so we've got a bit of budget to afford everyone because you get bonuses for getting around the tournament. If you don't, then you've got to sort of sell your team off, which is kind of what we've just had to do. Yeah, want to start the campaign very strongly if we can. Breaker. Wimalahama is back for another season. Sindhu. Give him round for a little bit. He just adds value, bat and ball. First wicket of the campaign. And Pillai is gone. 85 for 1. This is a game we've identified and we've just got to start the season strongly. Anything to chance. Will be in, and it's 130 for 2 currently. Leahy takes a wicket. Reasonable stats for his career, 35 wickets and much discovered later on as a really promising bowler. We'll bring Ahmed back. We had a really good season. MVP last season. He live up to the expectation and do it again. Sindhu will be back. And Draker will be in. So we are attacking. 114 for 4, 50 for Saini. Like, they've been consistent, the batsmen. 240 for 4. I'm just looking at games across the grounds. It's starting off pretty solid. Tripuria versus Azam. Railways and Hayana. Good surface really kicking in here. So our aim was just to probably get first innings. They've really kicked into gear. This has been a beautiful partnership. Mix up the bowling a little bit. Finally get the wicket, but the Baiha are in such a good spot. 125 there and 103 for Kadua as well. He's on debut, so credit where credit's due. He's played a blinder. Great batting, just really been taken apart here in this game so far. And he's been quite expensive. Only Singh will get another one, 467 for 7. Lahama, very close to like a contract for Sri Lanka. He's good enough, I believe, to play at the level. Got the edge. Kadua is gone. 167. $500 on the board. A lot of work to do for the bowlers. They haven't started the season the way I wanted them to start, but 536 is a very mighty score. Yeah, wow. So Deepora is going to get a lot more time this season. 20 years of age in his third season, just had a couple games here and there. Edged, he's gone. Anthony Chopra and the two most productive batsmen at the crease. And Chopra is not going to trouble the scorers. 6 for 2. I'll be looking for the big victory push here. Like, we've got to try and salvage something out of this game. I want to have a shock loss, like, be behind the 8 ball straight away in this competition. 29 for 3. It is not the start that Sikkim were thinking of for season 6 here. Pretty well. So he's survived all the carnage. 19 off 38 now. He's going to have to bat a significant amount of time. 30 years of age, the keeper. He's been around mainly since season 1. He's scored a lot of runs here. He's been a super player. Really him, and it's really him that stands out to me. That would probably be the overall MVP of this side on stats alone. Just got a bad time out of the game. Even 1 point would be okay. Just get the season underway with not a loss. Bowlers can learn from the 536. It's out 76 for 4 now, and it's sinking even further into the mire here. We've got the players. We've got a lot of experience. We weren't able to sign, obviously, anyone really this season. We've got a reserve overseas player in Harry Tector that probably won't get any game time. Wow, hit hard, hit for 6. Would have loved to have blooded in a few new players, but yeah, like, obviously budget constraints, so we had to sign the board signed the player that we got. He's got a 2-year contract, 18,000 a year. Loose deliveries now as we're 113 for 4. We're just trying to recover. On 2-5 for 4. Frames that nicely, and that's gone all the way for a maximum. Driven for 4. That's glorious cricket. That's 50 for Sharma. Kartik Sharma. Like he's got a promising career ahead of him. He's only 24 years of age. Shankar's 25. Numbers speak for themselves for Shankar. He's maybe close to the Indian team as well, just because his average is near 50 with the bat, and he can perform with the ball. the end of the day's play, really, and we have to bat basically the rest of this 4-day game. Yeah, position ourselves. Baiha will probably get the first innings, but if we can prevent them getting the full win, this might add up a bit later on. A valuable point will go a long way. Not going to be a bad team overnight. Okay, it's a good stroke. 68 yard of was the Chief Destroyer up front. And that's manoeuvred into the gap, and good partnership between these two. Set the tone. Maybe some new stars will arise this season. Use a record partnership against Baiha now. Roll that hook, and we nearly got to 200 now. Time record against Baiha. End of day 2, 197 for 4. Just checking games around the ground, especially just focusing on our division. Bengal is slightly probably in front in that game. We're in Azam looking quite strong. Railways and Haryana looking. Oh, they got a new player there in their batting mix. Else I've managed to pick up. Just getting through the initial period in this first session, and it's not going to be early on in the piece. He's gone for 84. It brings Sindhu to the crease, 197 for 5. At least another 180 odd run, 183 needed to avoid the follow on. Our all-rounders can come to the fore here and do a reasonably good job. Since we're here another season, the objective will be just to win another trophy of some sorts. Just Glory Hunter is all about the accolades, really, that we can pick up. Respective, I think, and Glory Hunter won after 6 seasons. I think we're at our 3rd club. Shows you how hard the India ones are to win. $137 for 5. A spin available there. Correct hits. Not going to matter. Safe there. Safely run. 3 for the single. Plays and misses. Good shot. Down the ground, that is 4. Like if Sindhu will be around the squad for quite a while. He's sort of our new Patel. Patel obviously retired at the end of the season. Had a wee bit of an impact at the club in terms of what he could offer in terms of his statistics. Really do much with the bat, but he was handy with the ball a few seasons. Not as impactful in his final season. And hard, driven down the ground, that is glorious. Good job. That's 100 for Kriprashankar. That is another 100 for his career. His 8th of his career. He's got his average above 50. Really a true all-rounder on this team. Always be remembered for that Ranji Trophy final. Sublime effort of 8 for 65. To be honest, that game he picked up his 10 for in the game, and it's the only time he's ever done it, I think. out. Bit of resistance coming towards an end. Sindhu gone for 40. Brings Singh in. Miss. Just about 30 Singh. Hundreds at the basic first class level. A lot of time out of this game. If we pass the follow, we'll get close to that follow-on mark. We'll be pretty confident. At least see this session out. Depend on if Shankar can sort of hold his own. Ball taken. 14 for 6. Immediate success with the new ball. Singh is unfortunately out for 9. The wild swing. Not outs. All day 3. 68 to avoid the follow-on. As close to that as possible. Bit of a miscue, but Mandraker will take that. That's 4. Given needed. 3 wickets in hand. And you'd say the innings was probably going to wrap up pretty quick. Shankar, 126. A good bit of resistance here. And it's another wicket. Raj is on a hat-trick. .50 up. There we go. The innings is wrapped up. 83 the lead. I've been asked to follow on. Okay, they sense the opportunity to maybe take this game. Predictor is showing that we still a chance of winning this game, which is very weird. Come back from behind to win it. Looking to play some reasonably positive cricket. No way we can turn this round. Got to get the end of the day basically with our noses in front with wickets in hand. But yeah, thoroughly outplayed. Fighting for the 1 point. Don't know why he didn't throw the bowler's end. He would have had the guy out for all money. Swatted hard, swatted for 4. Good stroke. All boundaries in the over, 17 off it. 6 without loss after 9. Run stand, just got to eat into that deficit as quickly as possible. Like if we bat like we did in the last innings, we should be okay. Which is still reasonably good to bet on. There's a wee bit of turn available. Horrendous though, and that is the first breakthrough of the second innings for Sikkim. Singh out for 24. Rocks off the back foot, and that's a good stroke. Day 3, 108 behind, so it's be a good another session, and we should be slightly ahead of them in score, just depending on how many wickets we have in hand, how much we can push the lead out. I think we can get in front of them here. Batting as long as we can, really. Now it's just a good exercise for these guys to buckle down, trying to get a score for themselves. Rejig the lineup a wee bit too, maybe strengthen the bowling up a tad. Put it up. And that is a poor miss from the keeper. We're at a runnable 40, bowling pretty crisply, and that is till he makes a false error like that. He's gone for 42 or 43 deliveries. It's 50 for the young 20-year-old. You get a match-saving 100. What we really want from him. Trying the credentials that I know he can show. Do that, he might be able to keep his spot in the team for a bit. Noodles it to third man. That's a good boundary. 147 for 2. Trail by 32 runs now. We can do it with only 8 wickets in hand. Starts to get a bit nervy for the Bihar team. Yeah, I do think I've got to give opportunities to this guy in Verma anyway. Like, we've got to build the next generation up. He's gone for 74. I can lose another wicket before we get past their score. Control of that hook. That's well played. Good strokes from Sikkim. Just want to take them to a position where they are going to have to chase quite a few runs. 150 would be alright to chase. A bit nervous. Lead by 2 runs now. It could be 2 for 3. Bit of a road, this surface. Down the ground, another boundary. Long in the day's play, just 10 minutes to go. Hard, driven well. 4. Crisply hit from Burma. Good shot. Day 3, a lead of 35 for them. We're just the results around the ground. 65 for one. His arm need a big score there. Haryana leading quite comfortably. We're looking to press for victory in that one. It's overcast early on this day, so that's something we've got to factor in here. It's going to be hard yakker. Realise that if they play their seamers, it's going to hoop round. 50 for Sharma. Good fighting effort from him. 51 off 62 deliveries. Well picked up from Verma. That flies all the way for 6. Every run damaging here for Baiha's chances of getting an outright victory. They've got first innings. They will want more than that. Really near 5 and over too. We haven't really put the accelerator on to it. Just testament of how aggressive our batsmen really are in this format. Rocketed along the carpet for 4 and just good batting. Very good batting. Pick that up. Easy 4, easy as you like. 10 off the over. 261 for 3. 6 the lead. Second wicket still in hand. We'll be eyeing up 3 figures, I would dare say, and Verma's sort of French cut his way for his 50. 52 in the first. But he's been not too bad, actually. Like, that's his figures from last season. He's picked up another 50. He's gonna be handy, I think. Bit of valuable experience while people are on international duty. That's glorious. That's well in control of the cut shot. 287 for 3. User record partnership as well. I want to leave the door open for them either. We're just going to keep going. Lead of 116 now. That's very much likely this game will go to a draw. One good thing about this game is some of our batsmen have had a lot of time out in the middle. It's going to be very beneficial going forward. That is going to be a not a half century, a century for Sharma. First game of the season, you take that every day of the week. Been a fighting knock, and it's necessary. I think this 1 point could be pivotal, you know, if we can earn it. 149 the lead. Pakistan have been India by 105 runs. And amongst the runs there. A couple of bounces away, and that is glorious from Sharma. All-time record partnership for this wicket. Pretty well. I think 348 for 3. We're just sort of batting ourselves towards reasonable safety here. I think we're going to have any problems saving this game now. Really earn it though. Baiha really took it to us, and when they got us out and asked to follow on again, it was going to be hard yakka. Brilliant 123 for Sharma. 21 boundaries. Hopefully that sets up his season. Dangle the carrot. We may declare, you never know. And we've got enough on the board for them. Will they pursue it? They might have a go. Fight them into the game, potentially. Burma has played Played a nice hand here as well, actually. 394 for 4 and a lead at 215. One session. Try and chase that down. Give our bowlers something to do. Actually surprised they didn't take the bait, never go. I would have certainly had a dig at 215 for a little while. 74 for 12, 30 overs. But yeah, well earned 3 points for Baiha. Club beat Bengal. That game looks like it's heading towards a draw. But yeah, we'll take the point. I think I'll be pretty happy with that. So that brings a wrap to the first game of this season. So you guys will be here. We'll play the 4 first class league games offline. Obviously, there's a big campaign there. You guys will join us. Play the middle part of it. We'll play the sandwich in between Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, and Meghalaya. So we'll play the opening game, second game, and the third game of the domestic 20 over season, like we normally do. Join us for that one, guys. Smash the like button, share with a friend. We'll see you for more Sikkim and Glory Hunter Cricket.